My name is Christian Hernandez, and before we start, I'd like to remind you to subscribe and hit the bell below to be notified whenever we release new content. And be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. In this episode, we will be touching on how to cook the perfect burger, the new baseball lights, the effects of blue light, and the flooding in the nearby areas. Winter is gone, here is spring, and summer is coming in clean. What a better time to pass with friends and family than having a good old barbecue. I expect you would want them to have the best burger known to man, and well, here's how to make it.
Well, I really hope this sandwich is as hyped as it was. Been waiting all day for this. Oh, that's bad.
Can't be that bad.
Here. Go take a bite, man. It's whack. This is buns. Exactly.
Yeah.
It can't be that bad.
You want to bet? It's bad.
Okay then, I'll show you kids how to make the perfect burger. The USDA recommends cooking burgers to an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit, at which point it will probably not have any pink in the center. But a burger cooked to 140 degrees medium rare may also not have pink in the center. However, color is not a reliable way to judge doneness. Cook your burgers in a flat pan over medium-high heat. The patties should sizzle when they hit the pan, and when you flip them, you should see a nicely dark golden brown sear on the underside. That's the sign of a good burger. A rare burger will feel as soft as your palm does when your hand is relaxed and open. If you want it cooked to a medium or medium rare level, keep it on the grill until it is as firm as your palm is when your thumb and middle finger or forefinger make contact.
That's how you make the perfect burger.
For years, the baseball players were at a disadvantage for not having lights in the baseball field. They weren't able to practice or have games in the cool evening nights. Well, after searching for funding for many decades, that dream has become a reality.
This episode, we are going to talk about the new lighting system at our baseball field, and we will talk more about them with some of the baseball coaches.
So the Sioux City School District and the baseball teams have been looking for lights for a lot of years, somewhere in the realm of 20 to 30 to 40 years, and just recently made available to us, so we've been running after it.
The lights were purchased through a few different sources. Each school fundraised about $25,000 through private donations, parents and community members. Major League Baseball gave us a $300,000 grant, and then the Sioux City School District provided the additional funds to purchase.
This will help us because it'll allow us to play some later games, which benefit us in a few ways. The first is we'll get more fans there, hopefully, so we're not playing at 4 and 6. Now we can play at 5:30, 7:30 and get some parents off work and get some more fans. But also it gets our kids out of the heat, and that'll be really beneficial to be able to play some night games and keep our kids fresh, because we play a lot of games during the season.
The baseball season starts, they start practice in May, beginning of May, and their first game is the week of the 21st of May. Our first home game, I think, is the 24th.
Thank you, Mr. Miller and Mr. Cook, for letting us interview you. If you want to learn more about the baseball season before it kicks off, you can talk to Mr. Miller, Mr. Dykes, and Mr. Cook. Now, have a good day.
Blue light, what is it? You may have heard about it, and you're experiencing its effects right now. Here's more on blue light.
Hey guys, it's Gio from EHTV, and today we'll be talking about blue light. If you don't know what blue light is, it's all over the world, from outside to your phone to the laptop. Here are a few blue light facts to prevent overexposure. Blue light is everywhere. Sunlight is a key source of blue light in our environment. but artificially created indoor light and electronic devices is rapidly increasing the amount of blue light exposure. Overexposure to blue light decreases the levels of melatonin our body produces. Melatonin is an essential hormone that helps us get a good night rest, so our bodies can repair themselves. It's important to remember that overexposure to blue light is bad. Sunlight is healthy for us and helps our brains when it's time to wind down and produce melatonin. Although blue light is bad, it's not as bad as it's made out to be. Back to the studio.
The weather has been nothing short of odd in the recent months, and part of that was the flooding suffered by many in the surrounding area. It was extremely destructive, and to really get an idea on how bad it was, we have a report for you on the flooding in the next segment.
With all the recent flooding that's been happening in the Midwest, we've got some videos and photos of the damages that have happened.
Large amounts of melting snow and large amounts of rain in a short period of time, many towns in Nebraska and parts of Iowa are underwater. Many homes, businesses, and schools were evacuated due to how dangerous the floodwaters have become. The flash flooding began due to rain, melting snow, and ice jams that caused rivers to overflow and flood. The Iowa government stated that 2,000 people had been evacuated by the 18th of March. Over 300 counties across 10 states have their groundwater threatened by bacterial and industrial contamination. President Trump has declared a state of emergency for 5 counties in Iowa, including our own county of Woodbury. Thousands of people have been forced to evacuate their homes, and some have nowhere else to go. They are now homeless at almost everything to the flooding. So far, there have been 3 reported deaths, 2 in Columbus area and another in Norfolk. 1 person is still missing following the collapse of the Spencer Dam near Norfolk. Massive flooding led to the entire town of Hornick being evacuated for 2 days before they could return to their to temporarily see all the damage. Parts of I-29 and 680 around Omaha, Council Bluffs area were forced to be closed and will need major repairs before traffic can resume on these major roadways. Cleanup from the flood has begun and will take months for those most severely impacted by the damaging waters.
Be sure to stay safe and stay dry, and we'll try to keep you updated on the flooding.
Thank you for watching Season 6, Episode 7 of EHTV. Follow us on our social medias, and remember, every day is a great day to be a Raider.